Hey entrepreneurs, it's AJ. Welcome back to this special series for Global Entrepreneurship Week. Today's topic is how do you build relationships when you go out networking? Now, being in business or even in your career, you would have been told at some point that you must go out networking because the results of your network end up being your net worth or some crap like that, right? So we're encouraged to go out there and to network and build relationships and all that. But you know, when you go to a networking function, there's always that person that comes over to you and quickly shoves their business card down your throat and expects you to be a client of theirs within 30 seconds of meeting them. It's like their world revolves around them and we are privileged to be in it. So there's that as well. But then also at networking functions, you've got people asking you, well, so what do you do? Where are you from? What do you do? You know, that sort of stuff. So it's very businessy related, okay? And I don't know about you, but it's kind of boring. Like, you know everyone's from some company, but everyone in that room has got a story. And I think the real power of relationships is discovering people's stories. And so the way I do networking now is I use a principle, the entrepreneurial principle of Ford P. So Ford like the motor car company and P for Papa. Right? Well, P for problem, actually. And let me break it down for you so you know what the framework looks like. So instead of running up to a person and saying, so who are you? What do you do? Where do you work? You know, that sort of thing. I'll go up to a person and start chatting to them socially, and then I'll start working them through the framework. So first thing I'll say to them is F, which is family. So tell me a little bit about your family. Have you always lived here in the city or whatever? And you get them to talk and you learn more about them. You know, and you learn if they've got brothers, they've got sisters, are they a husband, wife, partner, kids? You learn about their family. Do they have pets even? And you know, you start to learn about that. And the next step is O, which stands for occupation. Well, what do they do? What does this person with this family do? Okay, and take interest in what they do. The R stands for recreation. What do they do for fun when they're not working in their occupation or spending time with their family? What do they do for recreation? And the D stands for dreams. What are their dreams? What are their hopes? What are their ambitions? And I tell you what, people, if a person shares with you their dreams, if a person shares their dreams with you, that's, you know, you've built up trust. That's magical. Now, this isn't just the Ford principle, it's the Ford P principle, and the P stands for problems. So that's where the magic comes in as an entrepreneur. Because what are we? We're problem solvers, right? So once you built up this relationship, built up this trust with someone, you need to find the opportunity to add value to them, to be valuable to them. And you do that by finding out what are their biggest challenges, what are their biggest problems, and then go away and solve those problems. So let me share with you a story of when I was running my consulting firm. I was competing with people who had severely more money than me, severely more experience than me. So how does a young fella like me compete with all these big businesses with budgets? Well, everyone else would go up to their clients and go, look at me, I'm so-and-so in this business. You should come do business with me because we've got so great. Whereas I would go in and I'd use the Ford P principle. And so I'd chat to people about their families, their occupation, their recreation, their dreams. And then I'd find out what their biggest problem was. And then I would go away and figure out a way to solve it. And through that magical process, I was able to win work, win attention, and build and grow the business up from zero, well, myself, a sole entrepreneur, to 13 staff members, and do it in a very short period of time. Why? Because I was always solving people's problems. So that is what I encourage you to do from now on when you're building your relationships. Don't go up and find prospects or things like that. Build relationships with people and be valuable to them. That's all you need to do. It really is that simple. And it doesn't matter if you're an extrovert or an introvert or whatever. Use who you are, your own identity, and go and find out people, get curious about people and be genuinely interested in them. I have people very curious about me, but they're not interested in me, which is a story for another time. Anyway, I hope this tip serves you well. And again, I'll see you in the next video for another entrepreneurial principle. My name is AJ Kulatunga. Thank you so much for watching these videos and being a part of this series. And I honestly wish you, genuinely wish you, whatever happens in business and in life, I wish you nothing but success. Take care.